football fan can't wait for. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Washington Huskies and the Demons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Huskies head coach before the game. He said that first win has really helped settle this team in. They knew they could possibly be good, being ranked in the preseason poll, but now they're proving it on the field. He said, we've just got to do it week in and week out, and that starts today. They are taking that 1-0 mentality into every single game. Today is no different. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Now it's the Demons. Offense will get first crack at it today. We have a look at Nathan Laycock, who could have a big-time role in this one. We got a duel in this game with two of the better tight ends in the country.
And, Reese, the fun thing about this tight end matchup, man, they've been here. They've been there, done that. Like, these guys have experience. They're seniors. They're so elite. They're looking for that next level, and they're going to go to the NFL. But we got the treat, man, to watch this duel, to see maybe who the best tight end Jesse is in all of college football.
Yeah, and David, because they have that experience, you know these quarterbacks trust these guys. When they're big down in distances, big moments, key situations in this game, these quarterbacks are going to be looking for their big fella to make a big play down the field. I can't wait to watch this thing go down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just got rid of that one.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And it's the Demons are moving quickly down the field. A give to Brown. Breaks into the open.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Quarterback's got the first. Ripping through the defense. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They are in attack mode already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Snagged in the middle. It's Tuggle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And it's the Demons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On 1st down, it's Brown again. Knocked down immediately.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the
touchdown, Demons! Great job by the back on the option. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country. Looking to pass. It's McMillan. They're all over him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got enough space. Touchdown, Demons. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the return, it's Clark. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Lost to throw on 1st. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's McMillan. Rush right in his face. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play action on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, we knew this defense was going to be physical in this game. How about that hit on the tight end after a nice gainer preventing him from getting the 1st down?
Got some green grass. And he's brought down after a short gain. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Out wide right, it's Miller. Great move, now he's got room. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Pass to 6. At the 45 on its way. He has 60 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Out wide left is Hunter. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Here's Brown. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up.
Touchdown, Demon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they'd missed, that tight end was going to be able...
Wide open spaces. He's at the 40. Smashes through the tackle. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Moving the pocket, it's McMillan. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, he was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down. Opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Sellers looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. To the air, it's Sellers. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for room straight ahead.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sellers from the gun on third down. Turns it upfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And it's the Demons getting set on 1st and 10. Got him on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
That's a bang-bang type play. RPO in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Making the adjustment. Throwing Sellers. Touchdown, Demons! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Out of the gun to give to the back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They give it back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Got it, looking for the first step. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Right side, it's Hunter.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And it's the Demons want to move quickly.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
Touchdown, Demons! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's McMillan. There he goes. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. Trying to get the corner. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Complete to the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Washington. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. In the backfield, it's Washington. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Rush is on. Slings it downfield. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground. A very productive 1st half here in the season opener. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Oh, pressure's coming. Escapes trouble. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And it's the Demons want to pick up the tempo. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, look, Ma, 1 hand. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Time to take a shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And it's the Demons will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Catching up with the Demons head coach. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Here's a give to Washington. Hard running there. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it himself. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Here comes the heat. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in on the Demons sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hands it off. Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And it's the Demons racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll send the back in motion. Sellers from the gun on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Sellers to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Long way to go on second down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Sellers. They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They'll run with Brown. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll give it to Washington. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Fires on the move. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And you could tell the QB found a matchup he liked, and that was a tight end running that 7 route or that corner route, trying to make a play, trying to give him the football, but really, really nice coverage on the back end. Not letting that big fella get his body on him and post him up. Doing a good job getting his hand on the football, swatting it to the ground.
The Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to Washington. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heat. Rid of it.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Never a doubt. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Holly, what update do you have for him?
Checking in on the Demons sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he
snags it, and he's open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And it's the Demons right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Sellers moves to his right. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback signaling to his guy. They'll run for it, and it's Brown. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it up.
Touchdown, Demons! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. And the returner is stopped. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Quick give. It's Carr. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Second and long here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Eldridge. Hits him with a stiff arm. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. On the run, it's Carr. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll give it to Washington. Fighting off the defender. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Danzy. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Demons offense takes the field ready to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. And it's the Demons in the hurry-up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. And it's the Demons come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off for Brown. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Throwing Sellers. Looking to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive.
He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And it's the Demons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out wide right, it's Brown. Could not make his way to the corner. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Sellers from the gun on third down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the in.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Sellers. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.